All right, first of all, Coach, just talk about how fall camp's been going for Edie White as y'all get ready for the upcoming season.
Our fall camp's been going really well for us. A lot of competition at a lot of spots. We obviously graduated 17 starters from last year's team, so there's a lot of competition, a lot of open spots heading into scrimmage week.
Obviously, such a successful year last year, district championship and everything. Just talk about how that experience kind of, you hope, carries over to this upcoming season.
Oh, well, what we're hoping is the lessons the players learned of how to practice and how to do things correctly move from last season into this season. Not necessarily we're just going to be handed things and they shouldn't expect those things, but just the habits that they created from last year and the success they had, we're hoping that those things can kind of carry over.
And you got good leadership again, good senior class. Just talk about how you counting on those guys to lead that ship, but just like last year's senior
Right.
class.
I think last year's seniors did a good job of passing on the leadership to this year's group. We do have a very good group this year with our leadership. Not a lot of them have played, so that's a little bit of a challenge. But a lot of them have really good leadership qualities.
Obviously, when you lose such a talented senior class, you got to fill it in. Do you see the potential there for a lot of those young players to step in immediately and help you guys have success?
Well, they're going to have to. We lose 9 starters on defense, which are going to be huge holes for us to fill, and then we lose our 7 offensive linemen that played in rotation last year. So the young guys are going to have to step into a role and play and contribute early.
Especially a lot of people, after last year's success, a lot of people are gunning for you guys. I know y'all district champion. And, a lot of teams, when they play Edie White, they know they got to play hard. So,
All right, that's kind of what the vision has been. As I told the players last week, we're now the hunted. And you have to do things, and it's kind of like, I use the example of when teams play Alabama. Whenever you play Alabama, that team is going to give Alabama their best shot. And that's what I'm trying to relate to our players, is that we're going to take everybody's best shot this year. And we know that going in, so we have to continue to prepare like that.
And it's going to be good to have one of the state's best players leading you guys in Brandon Legendre.
Yeah, Brandon has done a great job for us, leadership-wise, character-wise, and obviously what he does on the field speaks for itself. But Brandon's such a good locker room guy for our team, and so that's been the, I don't want to say a surprise, but that's been something he's done a really good job of doing.
First of all, Brandon, just how excited are you about the upcoming season? It's your senior year, and you guys have been working hard through fall camp, so how excited are you?
Oh, goodness, really can't say enough about how excited I am. It's getting to the point where at night I'm laying in bed and I'm kind of just looking up at my ceiling, just thinking about it and not be able to go to sleep just because my heart's racing and I just can't wait.
I have a lot of expectations. Obviously, that comes with being a winning program. You guys had success last year, so how you guys are trying to duplicate what you guys did last year, district championship, a 9-1 season. How are y'all trying to duplicate that now?
Well, you said it, we have a lot of expectations to win district and everything, but I think really the biggest expectations we have is, like Coach mentioned earlier, from each other. Coming to practice and having an expectation of no plays off, just 110% in the weight room. Doing what you're supposed to do and not goofing off. So I think that's the real expectation we deal with on a day-to-day basis.
Have y'all had a next man mentality? Y'all lost a really good senior class, but from what Coach was telling me, a lot of new starters, a lot of young guys, they're capable and they have potential to step in and help this team immediately, right?
Well, of course, and I mean that, and too, you never really know who's going to get injured during the season, who's going to go down, so that's something we've always embodied, is everybody has to be ready because you never know when your number's going to be called.
Obviously, all eyes are going to be on you this year, and whether you want it or not, when people mention Brandon Legendre, they mention one of the best players in the state. So how are you gonna, just play your game and try to avoid all of those distractions, and even though the tension's gonna be in this season?
Really, nothing changes. I've been kind of doing this since my freshman year. Nothing's really different, except everybody kind of knows and kind of taking notice now. So for me, nothing really changes. Go out each day and work hard, and everything else is gonna just kind of take care of itself.
And Coach mentioned your leadership ability. You've really stepped in, especially this year and maybe last year, as a leader. So how important is that for you to not only show your talents on the field, but in the weight room, in the locker room, you know, in the classroom and stuff like that to motivate these guys?
Oh, it's definitely huge. Like I just said, setting the expectation. So whether it's practice, weight room, or even in the classroom, taking care of business there, I definitely see myself as one of the top guys to kind of get these younger guys coming along.
Mm-hmm. And I know people mention you guys lost a lot, but do you feel underrated right now? I mean, as far as a team, most people are wondering if y'all can win district or make a playoff run. How do you see it, man?
I've heard that since my freshman year. Every year it's, oh, we've lost this, we lost that. How are we going to fill this gap? How are we going to fill that gap? But like you said, it's next man up, you know. So the underclassmen are going to step up. We're going to show them the ropes. And after a few times out on the field, get some experience under their belt, and we'll see from there.